I am here with my dear friend Buzz the Bee from Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. You are going to want to keep a close eye on the weather today, am I right? And let me tell you, it's time now for your local weather report, brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Let's buzz on over to the Main Street Media TV Weather Center.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather update.
Good morning to you, and thank you again for stopping by Tennessee Valley Weather. I'm Ben Luna. Across the mid-state, North Alabama, Northeast Mississippi, and West Tennessee today, weather's not going to be too bad. We'll see a mix of clouds and sunshine with mild temperatures. But as we look ahead tomorrow to Election Day, well, that's where things start to change up just a little bit. Moisture back out to the west will finally reorganize a smidge as it rolls toward the Mississippi River, and that's going to cross over into West Tennessee Tuesday afternoon and wind up at least in the mid-state in northwest Alabama beginning late Tuesday night. Should be after the polls close, and the system is going to be weakening as it pushes to the east. So a few rumbles of thunder in this. Not any severe weather, though, but we'll get that past us as we head into early Wednesday morning. Maybe a few leftover showers there. And then we'll maintain a chance for seeing scattered rain here for possibly a little bit Thursday and then on into your Friday as well. Temperatures will be on the milder side here at least through the midweek before starting to cool off again by the weekend when another chance for a few showers arrives in the area. Here's a breakdown on the next 7 days for you, maintaining that chance for showers and storms across the area late Tuesday night through Wednesday. Possibly a pop-up shower on Thursday, not a great rain chance there though. And then a few showers late Friday, and then that could kind of reorganize into a chance for thunderstorms here on into the weekend. Temperatures mild, many of you knocking on the back door of the 80s again, at least for the first half of this week. Thank you for stopping by. Make it a great day.
Thank you for that update. Tune in each day on Mornings on Main Street for an up-to-date weather report brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. All of their contact information is below. Have a great day.
Good morning, Stefanie.
Good morning. Can I get a hot tea, please?
Welcome to Mornings on Main Street for this Monday. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. So glad you decided to stop by today. We are making another visit here at the Quest Center in Dickson. No, I'm not going to play the drums because you wouldn't want to hear that. But if you have a child that has an interest in music, this just might be the spot for you. And no, you don't have to have a child here in Dickson. You can be from surrounding counties. So coming up, we're going to learn more about this music education and resource center that is available to everyone.
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Experience more than 1,000 all-new, handcrafted lanterns, towering creatures, magical worlds, and a North Pole village. At the center of it all, the Smashville Ice Rink. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
So Busy Bee is a very close-knit family. We fight just like every family does. We have arguments, but we always come out with a solution to the problems. We don't just fight about what we want, we fight about what customers need. We want to make sure that every customer we go to is more than satisfied. And that doesn't just start whenever we show up at their door, that starts when we show up every day at work. We want to make sure that we are serving our customers to the best of our ability.
Nashville's Nutcracker returns to TPAC this December, presented by Nashville Ballet. This holiday season, audiences will journey with Clara and the Nutcracker Prince through Nashville's history and the land of sweets. Tickets at NashvilleBallet.com.
You may remember Mr. John Johnson, who's the executive director here at the Quest Center. We have the founder of the Quest Center, Jim Lutz, with us as well. Gentlemen, thank you for this.
Thank you for having me.
And blown away by the music and the singing in that video. Talk to us about the One World Project, what it is and what you want it to do.
Well, I mean, we live in a community, rightfully or wrongfully so, you're talking about 86% white children that don't get to experience a lot of diversity in their daily lives. I come from a very diverse background, and I know how the influence of other cultures have made my life richer, whether it's food or whether it's activities and culture or whether it's music. And the music is the thing that the music and the food talk to me. So I travel a lot, I make a lot of contacts and friends. Through a series of handshakes, I got hooked up with an organization in Bogota, actually outside of Bogota, called Sogamoso, Colombia. And I was down there, well, now a year and a half ago, and made some contacts, and we said, hey, would you be interested in doing a project with our children? And it was very easy to do, hard to execute. We had language problems. We were far away. But at the end of the day, we agreed on a song we were going to do, and for the first project, we proposed an American folk song. And to my absolute pleasure, these kids in Colombia actually learned the English words. So we had them singing in English. They were primarily vocalists. We had the children singing in English and in Spanish. We had our children playing all the instruments and doing a little bit of singing too. And it was just an awesome experience to bring these two cultures together. As we say, it was two cultures in two cities on two continents. And we also were able to organize a Zoom call where these kids got to meet some of the other students. So they got to
That's awesome.
Try to talk to each other and learn a little bit about what's your favorite food, what's your favorite color, what do you like to do outside of school. So it was just a way to bring these different cultures together. And you know, you mentioned Colombia and people sort of roll their eyes, and here was a chance for our students to meet these kids, to find out how much alike they were. And this year, because I'm a glutton for punishment, we're actually right now we're developing a project with folks in Mexico City, and this will be One World CDMX Mexico City. And they have not yet started school, so we're trying to get a jump on the musical arrangement. But for this particular project, I've asked that we focus on traditional Mexican-style music. So we're going to be doing a mashup of two Mexican classical songs.
That is wonderful. Where can we see these videos? Where can we follow this project?
The best place to follow updates is on our social medias, which right now we have clearly Facebook and Instagram. When the project is finished, it's on our YouTube channel, the Quest Center for Art and Community Development on YouTube. You can see this project and many other different projects we've had, guests that we've had in the studio, musicians who've come out to meet with our kids and talk to our kids. So you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud. A lot of our music makes it up on SoundCloud. We have camps where these children write and record original material. We also work with children with disabilities, so there's a wide diversity of music out there. Some of it's very experimental, some of it is just to give equal time to the children who have disabilities and deserve equal time. And then we have the real mind-blowing music that these kids put together that, quite honestly, you might find it more interesting and more creative than a lot of the things that you hear on mainstream media outlets.
That really is a great segue into how you can get your child to be a part of the Quest Center here in Dickson, because you just heard what they have the chance to learn and what potential they have here by sitting in this room and working with these two gentlemen. How do we sign kids up for this? Where do they go?
So again, on our social media pages, we have links to our registration forms, but registration is open right now. Our semester for the fall will kick off next week, so right after Labor Day. And our fall semester runs through December and kicks up again in January and runs for the school year. So everything's on the school year calendar for what we do. Registration right now taking place, elementary schools in Dickson County. We're in all 8 elementary schools with an after-school program. We also have classes at our studio and a couple of satellite locations, homeschool community co-ops. And then also at our studio, we have classes for drums, we have classes for banjo, keyboards, and violin, and it just runs a gamut. So all of that information is on our website, qcdickson.org, and on our social media pages as well.
A lot of parents seeing this may be like, that I don't have the money to buy my child a guitar, to buy these drums.
Yep.
They don't necessarily need that, do they?
That is correct. We do have loaner instruments. We don't rent instruments. We are a nonprofit organization. We have one job, one purpose, and that is for any kid that wants to learn how to play a musical instrument, we're here to facilitate that. We're here to make that happen. A couple other classes I want to mention, make sure that I highlight, because these are brand new this semester that we're offering for the first time. One is a horns class. So we're teaching saxophone and clarinet for the first time. We had an amazing, generous donation a couple of weeks ago from an organization out of Virginia called Hungry for Music. They gave us 10 horns. So we need students to sign up for that, and we have an excellent horn teacher that's going to be instructing us for the first time. We also have a recording studio here. So we have a recording lab that we are going to be offering for the first time this fall as well. So if you're interested in learning Logic Pro and recording techniques using digital audio workstations, we will be instructing students in that one this semester as well.
So they register for this. Does it cost them anything to register? Is there
Nothing
a registration
to register.
fee?
No registration fee. And then as far as the regular class fees, that is on the form. But we do also offer financial assistance for those in need. We want to remove whatever obstacle that a child has from learning.
How many children have you had go through this program?
Oh my Lord. For the last 2 years, now we look at the different programs that we run. So for example, you saw one of our assemblies. So we do those at all 8 elementary schools, all 4th and 5th graders. Throughout the course of the year, we touch about 2,000 kids.
That's incredible. And you're seeing some video now of them, the two of them. And you had someone else with you today.
We had Mr. Neal.
Or with you
There's 4
on this day. Okay. Helping with the kids there at White Bluff Elementary. I popped in. That is where I went to school. So it was really cool to watch these youngsters, I don't know, sit in a building that I used to sit in and learn some music there, but they had a lot of fun. Now continue on.
Yeah, so, and then typically when we start our structured classes, our weekly classes, we have between 185 and 200 students a week come in here, or into the classroom. And generally we have a retention rate that keeps us at about 86%. So this is a voluntary program. Kids learn notation, they learn how music works. This is not just come in, we're going to teach you how to play a few chords and songs. It's disciplined. Some kids get it, some kids don't. They keep showing up. I will tell you that about 88% the last time I looked, of our students, at least in the studio right now, I'll talk specifically about the studio classes, are either existing students who want to learn more about their instruments, existing students who would like to learn another instrument, or siblings of students past and present, which to me is a huge, huge testimony to the trust and the impact that we have on children and their parents, the parents and their children. It's fantastic. But it all starts in the beginner classroom. And we will take you as far as you want to go. So we've had kids playing in Nashville at the CMA Theater, at the basement in Nashville. Ernest Tubbs Record Shop, they do their Thanksgiving show down there. I hope we can resume that now that that shop's going to reopen. So we will take these kids as far as we can and give them all sorts of disciplines, whether it's on the creative side, the technical side, and just have these kids learn hopefully some employable skills, but also essential life skills. Yeah. Patience, respect. Give them a little bit of self-confidence that you can do it, man. You can do it. And they do. And they respond very well to it. So I couldn't be more thrilled with how this program has evolved.
You know, I've had the pleasure to sit down with Mr. Johnson here, the executive director of the Quest Center. Below us, you see the date that segment went up, so you can search for that one. But to hear from you on what you see now, like, did you expect this to be what it is now 2 years ago when you opened it? You first had this idea.
Well, back in 2012, an arts program was not quite embraced by the community. But as soon as someone tells me, you're gonna fail, I'm gonna show them I ain't gonna fail. And we just stuck it. We had a few very key relationships. One is the gentleman who owns this building. It's a fantastic building. It was falling in disarray, but in my heart, I knew this was the place. And as many doors as I had slammed in my face, I came in, told Mr. Bradford what I wanted to do. He looked me in the eye and he goes, let's do it. And he has been 150% behind this program.
Yep.
And then there was Miss Ernestine Adams with the Dickson County Board of Education. Unbelievable support from her as far as giving us access and trusting us. And we meet with, well, she's retired now, meeting with her a couple of times a year to update her on how things are going in the schools. What is she hearing from the schools? We couldn't have grown like this without her. And I don't look at it as growing from a revenue perspective. I look at it as, are we reaching the most underserved and kids in the community who would most benefit from a program like this? Not the kids who sign up for everything, not the kids who are on the football team and the basketball team, the kids who really, really need someone to reach out and pull them in and show them, dude, you can be part of this. You can be part, all you got to do is show up and work. And we're as patient, the most patient people in the world, as long as you keep your part of the bargain. And then we had Miss Tiffany Kearns, who's with the CMA and the CMA Foundation, who was the first one who financially got behind us out of the blue. And our relationship with the CMA Foundation has just grown. And we've developed many relationships both locally and in Nashville that have helped us just make this program so visible and so sustainable. And then, and I'm so thankful that Mr. John is here to make sure that this program continues to evolve and grow and stabilize. And Mr. John, I'm going to look you in the eye and say it again. Never, ever forget the soul of the Quest Center is to touch those kids who need it. And we really do. We serve 8 children from 8 counties right now. So I couldn't be more thrilled.
That is beautiful. Both of you in this place, the Quest Center, is such a gift to these kids and to this area. So it's not just children here in Dickson County. They can be from other counties and register to do this.
Oh, if it begins with an H, they're probably here. Humphreys, Houston, and Cheatham, and Hickman. And we also see children from Williamson County and Davidson County even. So, it's...
and Montgomery County.
And Montgomery County.
Very nice.
So, it's... we just keep doing what we do. And we make sure that we're not trying to be all things to all people. We have a business model that seems to work. We have a curriculum, and we have the most dedicated instructors on the planet. Yeah. Because again, we don't look to bring people in here because you can play an instrument. We don't need musicians. We need educators. And we need educators who can really give these kids the support they need. And some of them need a lot of support, and some of them need a lot of discipline. But man, like I said, this is bigger than I never intended it to be where we are, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, the stories that we get firsthand from parents about the impact that it is making on their lives, and it's easy to say, we're music education, but it is so much more than that. It goes far deeper. It is helping children develop into the characters that they're going to become, and helping them to develop the essential life skills that we talked about. So that's really the heart of what this is all about.
Being a part of a cooperative is being a part of something bigger. Farm Credit Mid-America is a customer-owned lender that specializes in agricultural financing for farm real estate, operating, and farm equipment. A unique benefit of being a part of the Farm Credit Mid-America Cooperative is our patronage program, which has put over $1 billion back in our customers' hands over the last 7 years. That's the power of a cooperative. Visit us at fcma.com to learn more.
I own the land. I farm the land. Together we're farmers. This is our cooperative.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
Step into the Lionel retail store at Opry Mills, Nashville, and you'll be captivated by all the magic of the 123-year history of Lionel trains. Whether you're already a train enthusiast or just getting started, Lionel will energize your love for trains. NASCAR fan? Come check out your local Lionel station to learn all there is to know about model trains and die-cast NASCAR collectibles. Visit nashville.lionel.com or call 615-455-9399.